It's a jungle out there.
With Big Vino, Big Vino,
My grandpa's.
Psycho-Babble with Big Vino.
Long day, folks. Long motherfucking day. But we made it. We here. I hope you are feeling better about yourself. I hope you are enjoying this nice weather that most of the country has going on. I'm so excited to be here. A lot of good news happened today. But as with life, it's ups and downs, ins and outs, sideways, lefts and rights, sometimes a few U-turns. But you made it here with your favorite fat man, Big Vino. Welcome to Psycho-Babble, y'all. Let me prepare myself. I'm getting my Mr. Rogers on. Won't you be my neighbor? Was out running the streets, doing what I got to do. Ooh, I feel hot. Feel cool off, shake off some of the bullshit. Where my drink at? Yeah. Pinkies up. Before we start, I'd like to shout out the good people in Atlanta at Vibe Aid. Man, premium infused drinks with natural fruits in them. They paid me to say that. I'm just, that was a commercial. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Oh yeah, I could taste some THC in that. How y'all living today, man? We in business. Y'all been cool and kicking it, doing what y'all need to do. I hope it's the last day of April, man. And, they got the May flowers coming soon. Tomorrow is the 1st of May. I remember back when I was in grade school, we used to do this thing called May Ray Day. It's the first day of May, and they would take us all to the park. It was just, we was in grade school. The park was big for us. We could go to park instead of do English. That was a day. That was a day of days. Shout out to the good people over at St. Rocco's Elementary School. Oh, the fam is in the building early today. Hey, Trill, what's happening, man? Get your ass up in here. I sent you a link, nigga. We're going to start with the lady of the house. How you feeling? Miss Philly Phil, what's going on?
I was taking a good nap when my alarm went off. Like a really, really good nap. I had just made a really, really good dinner. Was in a really, really good sleep space. It was dark. Felt good. And then that alarm to get here came on.
Hey, shout out to the alarm. Helping niggas make it every day.
Yep. But you trying to be now, you fat Tarzan. You already got fat Spider Guy going on.
Well, this is the second living room in my house. I have 2 living rooms in my house. I don't usually like to be in this one because, the lighting isn't the best. But I have some visitors in the house right now, so they're over in the other living room. I decided to use this one. I said, I'm going to need y'all to keep it down just a bit while I do my podcast, Psycho-Babble. The people need us to bring them their mental health each week.
Weekly dose.
Weekly dose of mental health, folks. Hey, look at this beautiful lady.
Hi, Vino. Hi, Philly.
What's up, Kels?
How y'all doing?
We got one of the illustrious ladies of comedy of the 757 in the building. What's going on?
I'm chilling, you know,
How
getting ready
you
for the
feeling?
weekend.
Look,
Okay.
you know that's military. You seen that straight hand?
Yeah, that was a
real one. She had the
that was
thumb
real.
up right place and everything. That's the real military.
I'm practicing for OF later.
You know what? Send me a link. Man, how you been though? Everything good? And feeling good,
Yeah,
feeling good.
I've been saying this a lot lately. No Shannon.
What that mean? You only dealing with older pussies?
He needed a lady that her fingers smell like onions and celery. That's what he needed.
You see, I realize what it is, and this is why I don't be fucking with these pills these niggas be taking, these roast sparks. See, I feel like those pills make you a degenerate. They make you because there's no cutoff switch. Like, God gave you a natural libido for a reason, so that it's know when it's time to shut it down.
He
You
needed
see,
a
now
lady
you-
that makes food.
Yeah,
Cooks
you
meals.
you motherfucker take these pills that got your dick on autopilot, you gonna want to put it somewhere. So you need to just you gotta understand, like your dick will tell you when you done. And then niggas be popping these roast sparks and growling at the pussy like Shannon do, and you want to growl for 6 hours straight.
I know an older lady who might like that stuff.
I mean, some people
Let's
want
jump to our next panel.
What's good? What's good?
What up? Oh, there's something
How y'all
different
doing?
about you today. What the fuck is going on?
Not a damn thing, man. Same old shit, different toilet, doing tall shit. I can't call it.
No, it's something.
You know?
Nigga, you ain't got no facial hair. That's what it is.
It's
Nigga, I've been cutting my shit off. I've been on here twice without a beard, my nigga. I got facial hair. I got a goatee. I've been on here twice without the beard, my nigga.
No, that's leftover pussy hair on your chin, brother. Come on, man.
Nah, the pussy hair go up here. That's where you go. You know, you walk around. But yo, I feel you. Yo, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel you on the pill shit, right? Because I went through a little stint, you know what I mean, where I would pop one of them shits, you know what I mean, and I had to let my body go through withdrawal. Because the first time I had got some pussy without the pill, my dick got hard on the ends and soft in the middle. So I had the scorpion the pussy like Mortal Kombat. Get over here. So you know what I mean? But we gonna been through that now, you know what I mean? I'm back to normal now and everything. So, you know, we good now.
So when it be getting soft in the middle, like
that's
just like the bottom of the shaft and the balls be hard and the head be hard, and then or does that mean like the bottom?
That's a stuffer. I call that a
It's
stuffer.
like it was like an articulated bus. You know the double bus? I don't know y'all been see the city bus,
Yeah.
you know, the double bus. You know, the
Look,
accordion
the
bus.
accordion
It was like an accordion, yeah, you know what I mean?
You ever had a stuffer?
Yeah, I had the stuffer. I had the stuffer once or twice. I call it jump starting the dick. You jump start the dick. You grab it at the base, you get all
At the base, yeah, and squeeze real tight, yeah.
Oh my god!
And you bounce it. You bounce in it till it starts.
That's a no.
Is that an equivalent to a spit to start?
Spit to start, or
spit
maybe
start
a
the
grower?
No, you spit start the pussy. You jump start the dick.
Okay.
You spit start the pussy. You jump start the dick.
Right. It's almost the same. It's like
No. It's different. You see, because in a spit start, you know what I mean, it's more for lubrication. In a jump start, you need that spark. You see what I'm saying?
Demar, don't tell me you're drinking that Parmesan.
You damn right.
You drink Parmesan?
Yeah, I drink Parmesan.
Oh man.
What you need to drink is Vibe, official drink of the Late Show at Uptown Comedy Corner.
Is that the THC joint?
See, I'm THC free now. I'm THC free
drink. This is a THC drink I got in Atlanta and at Uptown Comedy Corner. They be having, and this has real fruit in it. Like it's a natural fruit drink with real fruit.
That's one of them shake before you open drinks.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is.
I can't wait to retire, boy.
No,
it's so good. It's so good too.
What you're seeing different about Damon is he's lost weight, and it's making his neck look longer than it actually is.
That too. You look stretchy like you got rousted for your lunch money. You gotta pull your shirt back a little bit. Your neck look loose. No, I mean like pull the shirt back so it's tight up around your neck. Your shit look loose, brother.
Hey man, it's all good. You know what I mean? Out there, you know what I mean? Getting slim on them, reverting back to my natural form. You feel me?
Man, look, it's been a wild weekend, yo. I just got back from Atlanta, and a lot of shit went down. Like,
good,
good shit, bad shit, weird shit.
No, don't tell me it was weirdos.
Oh yeah, it definitely was weirdos.
It's Atlanta.
It's Atlanta. It's gonna be a couple of weirdos.
But I thought you can just wave off most of the weirdos because they're working.
Nope, you can't, because they just pull up in your green room and just start talking about how they could have laid somebody down, but they were trying to just be cool because, I didn't want to hurt nobody, so I dipped and I dodged and I ducked.
A handsome squid showed up in the green room.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's crazy because the funny part is, and I put it in my story, and it was wild because me and my cousin was talking about it, like literally 3 days before it happened. You know what I mean? And we were talking about how God will prepare us a table for you in front of your enemies. He will prepare the table for you to feast so that your enemies can watch how good he's been to you. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And my thing is this, and this is just for clarification. I know I sit up here on these platforms and I talk a lot of shit, and I because it's funny to me. I like talking shit. I'm petty as a motherfucker. But you know what? I'm dangerous on that stage. I'm not to be played with on that stage. You're not gonna miss. I'm not gonna miss. I'm going to put in Atlanta. I'm gonna let you know. For weak comedians, if you are uncertain of your game and you don't know where you stand in the ethos of comedy, go to Atlanta and try your luck. Atlanta will tell you exactly who you are as a comedian. I ain't missed in Atlanta yet. I have not missed in Atlanta yet. Atlanta's becoming one of my favorite cities. From the women who embrace me to the homies I've done business with, to the niggas who gonna make sure I get outside of the club safe. Shout out to you, big homie, on Big B's, Big C's. I get you. I had a blood nigga and a crip nigga outside the club making sure I got out safe. Niggas don't even understand. I be having, I really used to live this life I talk about. I made a lot of niggas a lot of money. I put real niggas on their feet, so they gonna make sure I get home safely. And I'm gonna do all this fly shit while keeping it professional. Because it was very, very tempted to be unprofessional.
So was the conversation in the green room, was there resolution?
Oh no, I don't talk to people I don't fuck with like that. I'm willing to be a professional, and I can hold a space with a motherfucker without speaking to them. I know how to be professional in that sense, where I can just sit there and not like a nigga and just, as long as you don't say nothing to me, you don't get smacked. Yeah, I got to get my money. I'm here for my check. I don't got to talk to you. I don't got to interact with you. I got to deal with those people out there. They're the ones that are here paying to see a show. So I'm not gonna fuck that up for them because you a dickhead. So, like I said, I love it that I had to I got to. Let me say it better like that. I'm loving that I got to show out in front of an op. And you had to sit there and take in the show. You had to watch. You had to watch and observe and then really go back into yourself and say, damn, this nigga ain't just this nigga's actually funny. That's why he be smoking me when we be talking shit, because he's funny. He's funny for real.
Look at God. Won't he do it?
God. He did it.
Won't he do it? Won't he will?
I mean, on your point, Chels, the nigga did try to come to the green room after my set and shake my hand. But I managed to muster up a limp wrist handshake to say, whatever. I give niggas the limp wrist handshake when I don't really fuck with them, man. Whatever.
I was just wondering, because like maybe it was just sometimes it be like that, and sometimes if you don't fuck with them, you just don't fuck with them. So.
No. I love it to be what it is. Though we ain't gotta change it. We ain't got to do no extra shit. We ain't got to be on some beef when we see each other. Real talk, I don't even want to fight niggas nowadays because niggas can't fight, and I look like a bully when I beat them up.
Because it seems like, and just from my observation, because I'm just watching at this point, like the comedy scene is big, but it's small.
Oh yeah, very small.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people in it and a lot of people to navigate, but it's very small. Once you're really in it and you're part of the culture and the lifestyle, it's very, very small. You run into people who know you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like my name somewhat preceded me out there. Like, no, I seen you. I heard of you, Big Vino. We came out here because we heard you be talking that shit. Oh man, appreciate you. Thank you for coming out. So it works.
One of them people that once I don't like you, and once we get to the point where it feels like we gonna fight, I just don't like you forever.
That's it. There's no going back.
No.
I mean, I could, in theory,
mm-hmm.
the gauntlet that was thrown down in front of me, it could have been peace if we could have threw them hands and motherfucking, you understand, don't get out of pocket with me no more. Like, that's what the fade is all about in street culture. When you call somebody to the fade, it's saying, yo, I fuck with you enough to just beat you up real quick and we can be back friends.
And I think that's maybe why I'm to the point where I feel like if I don't like you, I don't like you forever, because a lot of times, like, people ain't gonna fight.
Yeah.
And I'm too old to fight. I'm too old to be out here fighting. I'm just to the point where nope. So I'm just like, I just don't like you forever. Forever. Like once we go there, and I feel like I've tried to reconcile, like, some things, and then they still go sideways, because I think a lot of times once people feel like they disrespected you once and they feel like they got away with it because you forgave them or you came to a conclusion, they gonna turn around and they gonna do it again. But they're gonna try to be a little bit sneakier with it.
Next time they're gonna try to be clean, get away with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell people. I tell people, it ain't that motherfucking you changed. You just figuring out a way to get away with it next time.
Yeah.
Or more slick about it.
So I'm just to the point where once I don't like you, once I'm to that point where I'm over it, like I'm over it forever.
Okay.
Shout out my brother, Benny Blanco Perry in the building.
What's good?
Yo, what up?
Hey, Benny Blanco. What's up, Benny? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. I was taking a 42-year-old slumber. So my pre-bedtime nap.
See, you was doing what I was doing.
Everybody was.
And missed my alarm. The alarm been going on 20 minutes.
Mario Roscoe, we not the only. Vino and Philly ain't the only ones on here. Hey.
That's somebody I told them that I didn't like them either. Like, I'm just not done saying, once I don't like you, I don't like you forever. But hey, thanks for tuning in.
Oh shit.
Logan, that's always the trait. If you can't convince them, confuse them. That is what they do. I feel like my shirt is on sideways. Am I titty sideways? Am I twisted?
What is it? What does the shirt say though?
It says eat, sleep, shit, fuck, bake. Shout out to the bakery.
I was about to say that's a bakery shirt.
Yeah. Shout out
Christine.
Christine, the comedy cougar, holding me down with the bakery fresh shit.
What's the deal, family?
What
What's up,
up?
Trill?
What's good?
Oh, he's
Oh,
like,
man, what's
ignore the voice in the chair.
But
What's
you
good with
go
you?
ahead. You want to go ahead and get into the topic tonight?
Oh,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I
since
heard there was some
everybody here,
green room
since the
kings
whole
going on.
game's here. Oh yeah, green room is crazy, man. Look, once you start hitting the road and being more out there, you're gonna start seeing the madness I be going through out here on the road. You know, you're gonna see the road from guest spots that don't know how to stop when the light go on them to motherfucking shady club owners to questionable ethics on the road to you know pussy for jokes for pussy to you know what I mean, a lot of shit, man. Shit. Look, I'm gonna say something very bold here, and I'm gonna use this platform as Psycho-Babble to say it because I've been
sounded
avoiding
like
saying
Tina
this for a
Turner.
long time. I'm gonna say this, and I respect Kels because as a lady in comedy, I know that Kels is actually working. But I'm realizing that there's only two types of women in comedy: whores pretending they're not, and not whores pretending they are. Let's argue.
Damn.
Let's talk about it.
So who's giving away pussy?
There's
Jokes?
a lot of people giving away pussy for jokes. The question mark is, the question is it a fair trade?
Depends on
'Cause
who
that
writes
pussy
the
ain't worth
jokes.
the jokes.
That shit sound like
That
Tina
pussy ain't
Turner.
worth the jokes y'all niggas giving them.
That sound like 1987 Tina Turner, yo.
I don't think there's no such thing as bad pussy. I think just sometimes she don't want to let you do what you want to do. She's uncomfortable with herself and her
I
sexuality.
used to think that too. But no, just like if milk spoils in your refrigerator and you sip it, what you gonna say? Oh, that went bad. Same thing.
And my uncle told me that when I was
Pussy go
young.
bad.
If you don't use it, then it's spoiled.
Pussy go bad. Pussy go bad. No, if you see, pussy is one of those things that if you don't use it, it gets better. It's about if you don't maintenance it.
Okay.
It's like a
I
car.
can agree with that.
I can agree with that.
Just imagine just having a car sitting in the backyard with the cover on.
You ain't oil changed it. You ain't flushed the
Tires
transmission in
The
6
tires
years.
back.
Yeah. And then
Pussy
you try
definitely
to
got an
take
expiration
it on the
date.
highway and dog it. You try to take it on the highway and take it up to 85.
And
That
unless
ain't
it's
gonna happen. That
70
shit
years
gonna
old, it ain't got
pump
no
the fuck out.
value.
Pussy definitely got an expiration date. It definitely do.
Yep. I say
'Cause
I say 4 baby fathers is the expiration date on that pussy.
Nah, not even that. Because sometimes the shit just, you know what I mean, the serpentine belt on the pussy just get long. You know what I mean? Like it stretch out. You know what I mean?
Serpentine
I
belt.
So what
Them
happened?
long
Okay.
serpentine belts is a motherfucker. You right. You absolutely right.
All right, it's a lot of long pussy jokes, but wait, hold on. What happened when it's overage dick? Let's just put
What's
that out.
that? I ain't never seen it.
I don't know. I don't deal in dicks.
Dick don't expire.
Dick expired. Them balls be long as fuck. It be a one string in the middle.
That's the balls. That's not the dick.
That's the balls. That's the balls.
Dick don't expire until it just stops rising. Once
It stopped
rising,
Now,
Okay,
I've
so
seen
it don't expire.
expired
It just
dick.
stopped working.
But
just
if it stop
working.
rising,
Like
then you
batteries.
go get you some roast sparks and catch a case.
No Shannon.
It's like unrechargeable.
That was a sharp
batteries,
one right there.
okay?
No
That
Shannon.
was a sharp one. I like that you caught on to it.
No, that
You go get you a blue chew. I'm upset that as a 40-year-old man, I automatically just get him commercial and and Blue Chew and Ro. They send me messages for all the dick pills. I'm like, I'm just 43.
Now, I was with these white dudes on this other podcast called Royal Talk, right? And they said that they give white people shots.
Of what?
Of something to get the thing hard. Like they got a doctor.
Testosterone?
Shoot you in the pee and get you hard.
Hold on, they shoot it in the pee.
Like you can shoot yourself in the vein in the pee. I just found that out. No
That's
cap.
too much.
Now,
I'm upset that
I'm good.
gangbanger is over here using the word pee-pee. That's what I'm.
Yeah, ladies, I'm a gentleman.
That's what I'm fucked up about.
I see you, Trill.
Yeah.
Bro,
We gotta
fuck that.
do
Talk
better.
like a real nigga.
He's being cultured. He got a
Now,
little
as soon
bit.
as you get to talk about dicks, then I'll be like, yeah, you know what I was.
That's
But I
why.
always use words like Wayne and
This the same nigga that'll hop out on a random nigga and say, "Where your grandma stay? What hood you from? Cuz who you here to see?" Now you want to say pee-pee? Nigga, fuck that.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I need the pee-pee.
When I seen your story with the bear and shit, I did laugh. I can't laugh. I snort laugh.
Yeah, I automatically throw the truth.
This dude right here did that to me. And I could just see somebody coming to push me out my chair, me going down like that. That's why I got to keep me one of them personal boxes.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this topic.
Oh man, shout out to Vibey. You know my love language. That's actually what we're talking about today.
So y'all trying to say that honey packs need a commercial? Is that really the problem?
If that's your love language.
Well, I don't think honey packs need a commercial at this point. They know.
Now
everybody knows about
90s,
honey pack.
right? You used to take the ginseng and put that little ginseng juice on there, and 2 hours later you was ready. You remember that? Came with the little rip in the bottle.
Yeah, I know the ginseng juice. That's my first stripper I ever fucked gave me one of those. In a little vial. I drank it. I didn't know you were supposed to rub it on your dick. Was that what you were supposed to do?
They had some stuff in Monrovia when I was going to the liquor store, but you put it on you let it absorb, and about 2 hours later.
Oh, I drank that shit straight up. My heart started racing. I had a butterfly
I
heart.
those little vials that's sitting on the counter.
It was
Just
topical.
hang inside the surge.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the little brown bottles with the little silver cap?
Now I tell you what don't work. Blue Chews don't work. I tried both of them together. You know,
That might have been the problem.
Those up, Trill. That okay? Look, Trill.
What is happening?
That might have been a problem. You ain't supposed to try to.
We can't talk to a paraplegic about lower extremities because they're gonna give you all the secrets. This is just what's gonna happen.
I don't think
it's gonna tell you everything that's going on there. It's like what's going on below his waist is fair game. Pause.
I don't think you're supposed to use two. I don't think you're supposed to use two PP potions at the same time, though.
No.
Wait, why is we still using that fucking word, yo?
Because I brought it into the room.
That was fun. PP potion is hilarious.
PP
Using two PP potions at once is hilarious.
No, but the RO pill is two PP potions at once. It's a mix. The red pill is a mix.
This is crazy.
You said it's a red pill and a blue pill. The Matrix.
It's like the Matrix. Yeah, the Matrix.
Not the chewable one, but the hard red one of the RO pill. Oh yeah. That's like snorting hard in your nose.
I don't know what it is.
PP potion is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
PP potion. Hey Benny, I'm about to put you on. I'm about to put you on notice.
PPP.
You got a month to get that into a set. You got a month to bring that up in the set, or I'm gonna use it.
Oh, go ahead and do what you do. You know how I rock.
Nigga, PP potion
is got shot by
It's crazy.
Yeah, do what you do. It's gonna come. I'm gonna have
I
more.
got no joke set up for it off the rip.
Yeah, you run that. Go ahead.
About the PP potion.
That's funny.
All right, y'all. But nah, seriously, get into the topic for the evening. I was talking with my therapist today, and I meant to load up the clip, but I didn't get a chance to. I was looking at my favorite therapist on Instagram. Her name is Raquel, the capacity expert, and she said something that kind of like caught my attention this weekend, and I brought it up with my therapist today, and we were talking about love languages, and everyone has a love language. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to say that I don't believe in love languages. I know they're real. You know, it's physical touch, there's acts of service, there's all types of shit. My thing was, and this is the point she brought up that kind of, you know, made me think a little bit. Can love languages be the reason we don't find the love we want? Because we're putting a label on how we want to be loved as opposed to just being loved. Because the moment you say, this is my love language, you're putting in, and we're gonna go back to a previous conversation, an expectation on your partner, on your friends, and this is not even just all romantic, it's you know, friendships, family, all that shit. You're putting an expectation on people to treat you a certain way. And when they don't meet those expectations, it makes it easier to walk away from them. And therefore making you hard to love because you're not open to the fact of just receiving love anymore. You need it to be a certain type of way. It's like saying, I'm hungry as shit. I'm starving. I need something to eat, but I only want. Are you starving or do you only want?
Yeah.
So I open up the floor on that, you know, train of thought. Like, do you guys know what your love languages are? Do you know, like, are you familiar with love languages? Anybody can take the floor. I mean, what are your love languages, folks? My love language is physical touch and acts of service. I love acts of service and I love physical touch. I love the fact that you just think of me and want to do something for me. I'm happy. You're gonna make me a plate and bring it back to me. I'm so in love. If you rub on me, like, women think I just want pussy all the time. Real talk, you can rub me to sleep and I'll forget about the pussy. Now I might wake up 2 hours later and still want some pussy, but right now I'm gonna go to sleep. You know how many times I had to wake up and get that pussy at sunrise because she done put me to sleep with a back rub?
Especially when it's just been sitting there soaking.
Yeah. So open the floor. Anybody want to talk about their love language?
Ladies? I know my love language.
So I think that over the years, my love language has changed. Like, you know, I don't think that it's ever remained the same. And I don't believe, how many is it? 7? 9? I don't think that all of the ones listed are truly, you know, that's it. But I think that once we started naming love languages, like, oh, this is my love language, I do believe that it did put a label on how somebody feels like they want to be loved versus receiving the love that you're getting. Because I know as far as my relationship goes, we don't have the same love language. I don't believe that we do. He's a very physical touch type of person where I just feel like, oh, well, we in the room with each other, so I'm a quality time type of person. And I'm the same way with my friends as well. Like, I love spending time with my friends, but I don't need to be hugged up on my friend. Like, we don't need to be touching each other. You ain't got to be sitting up there gassing me up all the time, you know. So I think that because we started putting labels on what love is supposed to look like in a certain space, that it's giving people a reason to throw shit away.
I get that. I think with that list of love languages, I believe what they say is that everyone displays those traits. It's just what order do you prioritize them in? Like everyone does the love languages. It's just where do they rank for you? What's number one? What do you most respond to? What are you most likely to do?
And is he just as good as the next in that area? As you know, I think it's a system too, where it has to even out in certain ways. And then I also think that love can be physical and also be spiritual. So
Yeah.
you know, depending on what your lusts are, you know, it can be very physical. You know,
I may have to take the test on that one.
Yeah,
The
it's
pinpoint.
definitely a good test
Like
to take, man.
like my first son's mother, her love language was other PPs. So um it
maybe
was,
that was her lust.
There's
it was
a lot of bitches who love languages that.
so it was it was a little tough to, she was tough to love because I couldn't provide other PPs. I only had one. So I only got the one.
She didn't know how to provide her what she needed.
Do you think at that time of her life, like, did she really like love herself?
Maybe she wanted to double fist.
It's possible, but I wasn't. When I was at work, is most of the time when the other PPs was found. When I wasn't at work, mine was enough. But if I had to go to work, then it was PP time.
That's why she the ex.
Yeah, it was hard for me to recognize love too, though, and I had a lot of people that loved me, but it just wasn't. I couldn't speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't really read the love language, then sometimes it be going over your head, and you get the wrong signals. Like it's like a signal jam. You know
Cause when I broke your heart.
Nah, nobody never broke my heart because I never had a heart, and I still got my wife. So, nah, I ain't never had my heart broken. You know what I'm saying? I didn't recognize love when I was younger because I'm a foster kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when you're a foster kid,
you looking for any type of love in that situation,
yeah, like it's not even love; it's just sex. And then that's lust. You feel me? So you don't even really know what consistently compromising with someone. You know what I'm saying, for the betterment of you both. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna always be the strongest, or you're not gonna always be the strongest, but can I accept that when it's my turn to point the finger at myself? You know what I'm saying? And you point your finger at me too. I don't need your help. You know what I'm But sometimes I think it gets into that point in any relationship, not just because we talking about love. So when I think about love, I think about something universal. I think about something that can be taught and easily done. Like you just gotta love, you just gotta do it.
And see, and I actually don't agree with that, Logan. I don't think that understanding love languages is important because love languages just started coming around within the past 10 years. And so all of the people that were in love, they were loving without knowing what their love language was. I feel like part of love is understanding yourself and understanding how it doesn't have anything to do with these 9 love languages. It has to do with how you love yourself and how you see yourself loving your partner. This isn't something that just has been around for years and ages, and it's been around forever. No, this is recent stuff. And I never heard my grandma say, you know what, I understood your grandpa's love language, and that's how we were able to make our marriage last for 50 plus years.
True.
They just understood each other.
I feel you. It's like, you know what I mean? I feel you. It's like, the love languages, they always been around. You know what I mean? But it's like once you start calling them love languages, that's when you're putting a label on something and putting like, you know what I mean? Putting a priority on some shit when
You
beforehand
set
it
the
was just,
trap.
yeah, it was just dealing. It was just like, yo, just dealing with this person. It wasn't, you know what I mean? So beforehand, before people start talking about love languages, you focused on the whole entire person. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, you know what I mean? Like, yo, she don't like it when I fart in the bed. You know what I mean? Shit like that, you know? But
Yeah.
now that like it's a label, a love language, now you hyper focusing on just these 9 things and
Yeah.
forgetting all the other 8 million things that come along with this shit. You know what I mean?
And that
Yeah.
was what
I think
that was what her point was in the trap. You setting this label of an
Yeah, I agree.
expectation, and then the moment it's not met, now you have a problem. And then we as a society have completely given up. Like in my mind's eye, love is making the commitment to work on it,
Mm,
because
that's a good point.
that's what love is, committing to work on it when it's so much easier to leave. We know it's easy to leave. We know it's easy to bounce, start over, and do a new situation. But love is saying, I'm gonna work on this, I'm gonna make sure this works. And as long as it's nothing egregious and deal breaking type shit, like everything can be worked on. I think that's one of our biggest problems in society. We have this illusion of choice. Our grandparents knew they were forced to be together. Our great grandparents knew they had to be together.
I don't think it's fair
And
to
I,
impose like some kind of you can't expect you out of someone else. So the fact that you're using a label to impose on another person instead of just sharing the love however you show it and let them reciprocate it, I think putting a label on it is crazy.
and then I believe that if you knew how to love yourself so goddamn good, then you would be happy. You'd have woke up happy, went to sleep happy, happy throughout your day. You can always bring yourself up if you knew exactly the remedy it was to make yourself happy. So I think it really just be ego and arrogancy. You know what I'm saying?
And what
Like, because
not
I'm not
really
uncomfortable in my own space.
Mhm.
You know,
Vino
like,
brought up the good.
I allow
Vino
you
brought up,
to play the game or think that, but you can never be uncomfortable in your own space.
Yeah, wipe my face. I got booger in my nose.
I was
Hell
saying
yeah.
Vino. Nah, I was I was letting Trill finish his statement. Vino brought up the grandparents and great grandparents, and I think part of the reason why they stayed together is because motherfuckers was ugly back then. So you kind of, if you met her at 11 and you was 15 and she was the finest thing you ever saw, and y'all go to the same schoolhouse, and it ain't another house or a neighbor for 2-3 miles. You only think 7 people on Earth until you go to the market. So yeah,
15 and 11 is crazy.
I mean that's back in the day. Back in the day, shit, they was 9 and 19 type shit. But they was ugly. My great grandfather, my great uncles, they looked like leather. So it's surprising that I'm here. It's a blessing I'm here, because
I'm glad you said that, bro.
Not leather.
What? The jaundice eyes,
Said
dark
niggas
skin
look
with
like the
yellow eyes.
bootstraps that they pulled themselves up by.
Exactly. You look like the fruit bats they be having in the zoo.
He got little bootsy eyes.
The jaundice eyes. Yeah. You look like how they used to draw cats in cartoons and shit in the background, like just all yellow with a black pupil. So they didn't have too many options back then. You know what I'm saying? My mom was like the first redhead in her county that was black. So like she was a high commodity. So
That's
it's
what I was saying. Like we also have the illusion of options. Like even in this moment right here, we are all here miles and miles apart away from each other. They didn't have the option to even talk to people 2 miles away back then.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
What
like
you saw
we
is
feel
what
like
you
we have
had.
the option of a different thing. Like I feel like I could go bag a chick in LA right now. I wouldn't, because she might be a man, but you know what I'm saying? I heard niggas.
I feel exactly what you're saying, yo. Like I feel exactly what you're saying, because like it was like for me like in high school, right? And the uh the choice of black chicks, you know, I went to high school in the '90s. So the choice of the black chicks that was in my school was, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, they look good. These girls look good. And then I finally leave off the Eastern Shore finally and get to you know, DC and places like that. And I look at them and I look at the bitches in my school like, these bitches ugly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah,
Option of choice. You hit it right on the nail. You know
They
what I mean
they
with that shit.
they were more into the Bible too, and in the Bible it says how unless
yeah,
it's adultery involved, that it's bad, God don't like, and it's unpleasing to divorce.
Yeah,
yeah.
You
we
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
strayed away from that. But hate to borrow a line from Kevin Samuel, that's the women's choice. You know what I mean? That's mostly women.
Yeah.
They the ones filing divorce. Like real talk, should have never gave y'all bitches rights. No, I'm kidding. But should have
Tell
never
how you
let
really
y'all
feel.
vote.
I'm
The moment,
happy that they did.
the moment we let y'all
Tell,
get a bank account, I knew we lost control.
Bino,
tell them how
Bino,
you
if I
really
couldn't, if
feel.
I couldn't,
Damn.
me and you wouldn't know each other.
True.
Hey, look, I would have been good with that. You know what? As long as we moving in God's plan.
Tell them how you really feel.
Damn.
Tell them
No,
how you really feel. Man.
I'm low key.
I
I
think
do believe in like traditional relationship roles and gender roles. I understand and I allow, and I'm progressive in mind state, and I don't like to judge, so I give everybody that grace of saying, hey, if y'all want to try to be equal, that's cool, but it's stupid. But it's cool.
Is it really
It's,
equal?
that's what I'm saying. It's stupid, but it's cool if you want to go for it. You can try it. You can never be equal to me. As a woman, I'm sorry, and I don't say it to be chauvinistic. I'm not saying it because I can never be equal to you.
At all. Childbirth alone.
So
Childbirth alone takes us out of that.
in certain situations, I agree with that. In certain situations, if you're the man and you can go out and work and provide for the family and take care of everything, and now I don't have to work and I just get to stay at home and take care of the house and take care of the kids, I can get with that.
But if I'm paying half the bills,
yeah, if I gotta go to work every day the same way that you do and either bring home the same amount of money as you or more, no, I can't.
Nah,
But you see, hold
say,
on. Can I handle this real quick before you talk to mine? Because I have to respond to these immediately. You see, that's the rhetoric that gets women in trouble because your argument is a moot point. It's invalid because you're sidestepping the statement that's made. I didn't say, hey, we ain't both got to go work or we ain't both got, obligations to do shit around the house. I'm saying we can never be equal. There is no way in God's eye we can be the same. You can give birth, I cannot. I provide the seed, you provide the womb. We're not equal. You know what I'm saying? Your parts go in, my parts come out. We're not equal. We're not the same thing. We can never ever be equal.
Right,
we can be symbiotic and compatible pieces to each other that make a whole, but we can never be equal.
Yeah, just physicality alone ends that conversation.
I responded to one part of your statement. Okay,
but that's what I'm saying. That's a typical women's response to respond to one part of it.
Okay. Go ahead, Ron.
What was the spin from a couple weeks ago? The spin? What was the spin?
I'm gonna say this. Like, you know what I mean? Get mad at me. What?
Somebody got echo.
Go ahead, mute Benny, real quick. Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't know if it's Trill. Okay, so it's not Trill.
It wasn't me.
Benny, I believe it's you. You might want to leave and come back. Go ahead and make your point, Demond.
Yeah, and it's an unpopular point, and people probably gonna get mad at me for saying this shit, but yeah, it's still echoing.
Yeah, it's Benny. I'm controlling the mics. I got it. Yeah, Benny, drop out and come back.
Yeah, people get mad at me for saying this, but at the end of the day, I believe that that men deserve to make more money than women at jobs.
Why you say that?
All right. Well, I say this, right? Like, as a man, we working at the same job, right? making the same amount of money, whatever, right? So, but like if we go on a date, I'm automatically I'm automatically expected to, what I mean, to pay for the date and all this shit. We making the same amount of money. We both got the same amount of responsibilities. I got to pay my rent. You got to pay your rent. I got to pay my electric. You got to pay your electric.
I
So
can't agree
now
with that.
I got to decrease. I got to decrease the amount of money I got to take care of my responsibilities. You know what I mean? To motherfucking, to take your ass out. You see what I'm saying?
No,
Like if
but
we making the same,
we
what is
we
your
making the
doing the
same amount of
same work
money.
at work though. We
Yeah,
doing the same
what
shit
does
at
your
work.
personal life have to do with the work that you do at work?
I would be tight if somebody got paid for more than me just because they do. I would be tight.
That happens all the time.
I know,
They go
All right,
but
parametric.
well,
I'm
look,
in the service, so it's different because we all
but
get
A
it
lot of
also,
men already start off, even now, even today, making more money than us, and y'all still squander it off. Y'all still ain't doing right.
Not,
with
not in
making
the
more
black
look,
community.
So,
Not in the
and
black
all
I'm
community.
not saying all, but
I
that's
know is
mostly
that
because
every job,
men have multiple women they're trying to chase. That's why money gets squandered.
I think
you know,
sometimes when we talking now in 2025, we should be real about it. So the system allowed black women to be more educated, more everything for a while we was going to jail and trying hard to do all the shit that Demond was trying to do. But it ain't chicken if you got it. So undoubtedly you chicken if you ain't got it. You working hard at the motherfucker to try to keep up with. So then we have to look at each other. All of us, right? We all here 40 years old or 30 some years old or whatever, right? We all here grown as hell. And we're not realizing that we don't stay in that economy no more, right?
mm-hmm.
So you working and me working is benefiting us both because you need to have two working people in the household, even if we're not in a relationship. Because how much money you really making? Why you talking about making more money than me and I'm making like it's a petty conversation and
that's
both
why
of
we
y'all
need to.
broke as shit.
That's why we need to go Dutch, like a
It's not even
motherfucker.
about Dutch. It's about communication. So because we ain't beating our women like they was back in the 40s and the 30s and shit, she could actually say, hey, babe, you want to pay tonight? I'm going to pay tonight. How you feel? She might say, hey, nigga, treat me like a queen tonight. And I'm going to do that. But I could be able to say, hey, baby, treat me like a king tonight. Where you taking me? And she's going to take you too.
That doesn't have to, like, you don't have to talk, like, okay, so in my situation, my husband says, don't pull out my wallet unless I say. So I don't ever have to like pay for stuff while we're
See, that's
out.
to each his own still.
But hear me out. We split the bills.
Y'all have a joint account, right?
Mm-hmm, but I pay.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all do.
But I don't have to spend my money
and
when we're out,
finances
though.
and that's just an egotistical thing. Not even to hate on your dude, but if y'all put y'all money together, then that means that I'm pulling out of the same place anyway.
Okay,
it's a false feeling.
So let me clarify.
My wife can go in my pocket and take the money out. She can go in her pocket and take out the same card as in my wallet too.
We have a joint account to pay bills. We have our own separate account for our personal.
Of course, I got shit I want to do that.
It's not egotistical. He actually pays for everything when we're out.
But
no, but that is more embracing. But that is more towards embracing the gender roles, I feel. Yeah. Because what that says is when we're out, I'm still courting you. You know what I mean? When we're home, we're both maintaining the home. But when we're out, I'm courting you. I'm dating you. I want you to know you're still my lady. You my boo. So I understand that dynamic of where, you know what I mean? I'm never going to minimize my lady to where she feels like, oh, she ain't a factor in the house and she don't, like, because I understand that women get it in their head like they have to feel like they're doing something and a part of something. You know what I mean? Like, if a woman feels like she's not doing anything, that's when she's going to go crazy on you. If she feels like she ain't got no purpose, no nothing going on, she going to start flipping. That's why you got so many rap niggas that got bitches and they try to put them on albums, and you got your Cat Stacks and your Amber Roses and all them because they was around a bunch of important niggas and they felt not important, so they said, you gotta make me important somehow.
And if you want to be with me, you better be getting some type of money. Bitch, I ain't about to be taking care of you like you too.
Who wants to be like that though?
I want to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have a job. I want to have my own money coming in.
Yep.
But when we go back to Damon's statement, so I'm a trainer, right? And I train both men and women. And my job, because we make tickets for certain things, requires for us to be detail oriented. And when I look at the men's tickets in my system and I look at a woman's ticket, the women on my team, they are down to the point, down to the block, down to but. And when I look at these men tickets, it's like we be confused. I be looking at it like, well, what the fuck happened? What did they do? What was the result of what they did with this? Because now I don't know anything. So when you say that men need to get paid more because they're courting us, that's why I say like we can't put you need to get paid because we have to do this much for our women, because when it comes down to the actual job, no, fuck that.
I get what you're saying, Philly. You know what? I think it's like I think it's a thing of different perspectives where versus you're in a, you know what I mean, you're in a field of, you know, working like, you know what I mean, from home. I'm in the physical, you know, job field where it's like, you know what I mean, must be able to lift 50 pounds and shit like that, you know what I mean? But when it's time to take that motherfucking trash out, you know, when it's time to take that trash out at the end of the day or whatever, it's always the nigga taking the trash out. Nah, bitch, get your ass out and take the trash out too, because it's
I don't take no
requirement said
trash
must
out.
be able to. Exactly. See, I don't take no
and
trash
I
out.
don't take no trash
Exactly.
out. I don't clean no
Exactly
light
why.
bulbs. I don't do nothing like
That's
that.
I mean,
exactly
that's
why niggas need to get
cool.
paid more. Exactly
No, because I
why.
I'm
still
not
pay half
I'm
the
not saying
Okay.
bills.
that's not
Okay,
cool
but I'm
for a
saying,
man
but
to be.
if we both work in the same place, in the same office, on the same whatever, right? And at the end of the night, the trash got to get taken out, right? Or this 50-pound box of Xerox paper need to get moved from the supply closet to the, you know, to the main office, so all the printers get what you would call it. You know what I mean? Hey, you got to do that shit too.
I'm
I'm
exempt
about
from
to
this
put
because me
this.
and my
I'm
husband
about
So
to
are
if you're
tell
not
y'all the
separated.
doing
truth.
that,
I
you
hope
shouldn't be
though
getting
none
paid
of
the same thing as
Devon
me. You should be getting
employees
paid
watch this
less.
show.
I'm
No,
about
because I do the dishes, he does the trash.
I'm about to tell y'all the real truth behind why men get paid more than women at the workplace, right? Because long ago, somebody understood that this man had a second family to take care of. He's gonna need a couple more dollars. Okay.
Nah, for
Granddad
real.
always had a second family cross town. He had to go and he needed 40 extra cents on the dollar because he had to take care of Brenda and them.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Women women and men get paid differently because we live in a white superiority world. I'm gonna just say it like that. Period.
No, I want to
You
go
feel me?
back to this
Because we've
comment that
always
got
had
left by Pixie
queens.
B.
We've
And she
always
said
had
this
queens.
conversation amongst us because it's only amongst us because white people marry for money, Asians will marry for money. A lot of European countries will check a man's finances before their daughters can marry. And I agree with you on that completely because, and I hate to say this a lot of times, Black women are disconnected from their fathers and disconnected from men. So those men who would do the checks don't get to do the check. Like, I know for a fact, I've checked niggas around my sister. I'm like, that nigga broke. I can tell.
Black Americans.
But they got me.
It's not even about Black Americans. It's about
Yes, it
Yes,
broke
fundamental
niggas,
Black
man.
Americans, yes.
This is a broke
Foundational Black Americans.
and you can be broke and be any race and deal with these same bullshit conversations and problems. If we are a team, every cent can be spent however we want to be spent. It's only you trying to control something that's making it different. And if you want to control shit, you can control it, but how you gonna stop me from doing me? Like, you can't. So that's where the problem come in at. Like, if we both is on even grounds, you don't gotta ask me, I ain't gotta ask you. I'm just being transparent and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing and this is what we doing, because all of it is ours. No matter if it's coming out of your pocket or it's coming out of my pocket. You
That's
feel
a
me? All
perfect
that other
segue.
shit is broke people conversations because
Trill,
rich people
pause.
sign prenups, bro. Rich
No
people
Shannon.
sign prenups. Rich people say and dictate who they going, where you going to school, what you going, who you gonna marry, part of this family and that family, because it's a political, social thing. It's a power move, not so it's dictated.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But that's
So
what
everything
marriage
else in
should be.
between
Marriage should be a
is,
business.
and it's a lot
Marriage
of
is exactly a business. Marriage is only a business in America.
right.
That's all it is. Like we're combining our finances. We're saying these are joint assets. Like outside of that, we could just live together and be together and say we're together. Why do we got to put it on a piece of paper?
Because niggas still living like they ain't never had shit. Niggas still act like you got a whole possession on these little
But
bitty ass bullshit that you got. Bitch, I
key
don't want your
thing you brought
shoes.
up,
I don't
Trill.
want your
The
weed. I don't want your little
key
pink
thing you
dick
brought
around your
up.
car.
The key thing you brought up, Trill, that I want to tap in on is teamwork. That was the number one thing and that's what people get misconstrued. It's like at the end of the day, if y'all being a team, as long as 100% effort is put up, it shouldn't matter if it's 10-90, 50-50, 40-60, whatever. Case in point, like with me in Brooklyn, we both was up when we met. We both was doing pretty good. She teetered off a little bit. I picked up some slack. I teetered off a nice little amount. She picked up slack. We both fell down for a second and fought our way through and built ourselves back up. And it was new for me to go out to eat, and she want to go out and do something, and her slide me her card so that I still have the public's eye that I'm the one paying, because that's what society has deemed that we're supposed to provide. And people may see when I do a purchase or do something for her, but it seemed like she did it herself, but it might have been me to do it. So just like real to real, Brooklyn been holding it down the past year and some change on our end while I figured things out. But at the same time, whenever I got or whatever I got, it still come back to the pot. It still come back to the foundation. It still come back. So if I ain't make but $20 a day, I'm like, hey, I can get you some McDonald's. What you need? You need your cigarettes? You need blunts? Or you know, oh, hey, I made $200 today. You want to go to a movie? You want to, what need to be paid? Here go this towards this towards that. So a true team, just like with basketball, hey, Shaq slacking off. Kobe, you got to tighten up to bring up the slack because Shaq ain't on it today. Something going on. So when you get away from the team aspect, yeah, RP Code 24 and 8. But when you get away from the team aspect of it, and a lot of older generations have that mentality that, yo, the man's supposed to go make it, the man's supposed to cover everything. And what the fuck ended up happening when that man died? Sometimes the wife got a whole $1 million bank account while the man, you know, and she might slide. Case in point, I know right now a woman that just benefited off about 2 or 3 retirement packages and kept all her money that she made on the side because his monthly checks paid all the bills. So whatever little job she did, she got to keep. And when he passed, all that other money still went to her. So she gets to run off into the wilderness with her, you know, with her boo thing. Wow.
I would haunt that bitch. I would haunt that bitch every day.
You're not even to cut off.
That was supposed to be left for the family.
Every time that bitch coochie would get wet, I would be like,
listen what I'm saying, right? I'm saying this. I'm saying women was
but
just
you make your point valid all day.
What was that?
Your
like
point is valid all day in America. Yeah.
Between 39 and 42. So women was just now able to work. My mama was born in 64. That means her mama was born at a time when women couldn't even work. So she learned from her mama, and her mama said niggas supposed to perform and work. But at the same time, it's a dumb ideology in this economy.
Yeah.
Like, why would you sit right here and play games? And that's why niggas don't really know how to to handle both of the people working. Like it's so feeble. It's so petty. It's so for you to be talking about who, what, who, when, what dollars, and we doing this shit together. Like I'm a run.
Yeah, so trust it. I'm a 5-figure, 6-figure. If I'm a 5, 6, 7-figure nigga.
If you a 5, 6,
she ain't
7
gotta
figure
do
nigga,
shit.
either you didn't have the wit and all that shit to pick up a female out there that's just as on the same, you know what I'm saying, evenly yoked as you, and you just trying to control this young bitch because she ain't making the money you make. You supposed to be able to get her to your world if you did it. So
No, I'm talking about,
that's really be like on their hands, like get off your motherfucking hands, homie. You feel me?
But if you a
6-figure nigga and you went to go get this girl that ain't no 6-figure and you expect her to do and all this, and man, get out of here, nigga. Go get you a pup.
Get up off your hands, ho.
Nigga, for real.
So I have a question then. I'm gonna take it back to the taking out the trash thing then. So is a man that doesn't want his woman taking out the trash, is that an ego thing or is that a love language?
Yeah, his dumbass.
No. So that's not a love language.
I'm talking.
No, it is.
I'm talking about at work though. I'm talking about at work though. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about at home.
Okay,
I was talking about at work.
If you don't take the trash out, I mean, come on now. Whoever grown? Who's grown in the conversation?
But why?
Okay, so trash grab it.
When we say that, then why does my man want me around trash?
What you mean?
Like that? Like why does he want me around trash? Like why does
you talk about the same trash that you built? The same your trash?
Yeah. Why does he want me to take out that trash?
See, that's
my thing is
why we be on here talking bad about black women. Because you asked me a question about the trash you created. Why would he?
I'm trying to qualify it. Okay?
It's not.
So why does my man want me around trash?
What trash? The trash can in the house that you made. Mm-hmm. You talk about your pads. You talk about your dishes or your whatever you cook with. You talk about whatever.
Everybody's trash. It's not just it's everybody in the household's trash.
Then if you got a germ thing, let me know. But if you just don't want to just take out the trash, like how the kids do it.
It's not that though.
Don't play. That's little. We got real bills and real life and real creation and real manifesting, and you talk about the trash.
Nobody, but some people
didn't grow up
that way.
That ain't shit. Throw it on the ground. I would throw it outside before I sit here and argue with you about it. I throw that shit right in the middle of the street.
Homeboys, okay? I do. I have homeboys that if they come over my house and they see that my trash is full, they'll take it out for me.
So Trill, let me in on this, okay? So
they want to be the man in your house. They feel like you're the man in your house.
But my son is he was raised in Louisiana at a time, and then my husband's from Louisiana. My ex-husband's from Louisiana. They did not grow up that way. They were taught to take the trash out. It didn't matter. So this is the mentality of the South.
Yeah,
so
but
that's what they do. I don't take no trash. I don't have to say nothing.
So you telling me that my single mama waited on this nigga to come in and take out the trash? We talking about a whole 30 years of single mothers.
I don't wait, but if it's trash in there,
we talking about economic balance. We talking about something that you lacking. We saying that you are in the past and maybe you should catch up to the next world. No. Girl, take the damn trash out as you go to work.
I'm not saying I've never taken the trash out. I'm saying I don't have to.
I mean, shit, you don't because you grown. Let that shit build up with your dirty ass. It don't matter what you do.
I'm not dirty. I'm
saying this. I'm not saying you are. I was just speaking. If you don't want to touch the trash, then don't touch it. Somebody eventually that's grown in the house will throw it away, or because it shouldn't be a big thing. It shouldn't be a man or a woman thing because there aren't men and women pants anymore. There aren't men and women jobs. Yeah.
Okay, hold on, Trill. Let me explain it.
Like, there's men that want to be women, and there's women that want to be men. Like, this is not the same world. And if we're living off the same ideology, I'm telling you, you got to stick right there where you at.
All right, not saying that nobody dirty, right? But the way it breaks down with the whole trash going out thing. I'm not saying that my girl got to take out the trash. I'm saying that if I'm in the house, I see the trash is full, I'm not going to say, hey, babe, could you take that out? I'm going to take it out. If I'm not home and the trash is full, she better not sit there and wait for me to get home to take the trash out. If the trash is full and needs to go out, it's stinking, take the shit out then. But I'm just saying, as a man, my gender role, when I say I'm a traditional gender role nigga, I'll break it down like that. How Philly's saying, yo, you wash the dish, I'll take out the trash. If you clean this, I'ma clean that. You know what I mean? You ain't got to go down in the basement and check the boiler and the heater and shit. That's my job. But you know what? You do gotta bathe the kids. I don't feel like chasing them little motherfuckers around the bathtub splashing and shit. We have roles in our gender that I identify with.
Laundry.
You're not supposed to touch a door handle if I'm there with you. You're not supposed to pull your chair out if I'm there with you and your man. But that goes back to, we can still be going 50-50 on the bills, but when I'm taking you out, I'm still courting you. I never stop courting you. And that's what that lends itself to, for the most part.
But Trill believes that that's the ego thing.
It is an ego thing, though.
The ego thing.
It is an ego thing. He's not wrong about that.
Okay, so can ego and love language really like kind of conflict with each other or build upon each other? So like if my ego is this way, does that determine what my love language is going to be? So
no,
you can't deal with a woman who's detached from men and fatherhood and all this and all that, right? Relationships and all this and all that when it comes to man and woman relationships, right? And expect her to catch your signs as a man. She don't understand the logic in you because she's never seen it before. When you've seen plenty of women. So I can get what my mama saying. I was raised by a woman. I was raised by my grandmama, my auntie, my sisters. Like, so I can understand your signs.
My nigga, that's the smartest shit you ever said. I've been looking for the words to that argument that I've been trying to make for weeks now.
We were just talking about you earlier.
You just gave it to me. I've been watching women my whole life. That's why I understand you. You haven't been watching men your whole life. Right. You've been in households when it's been just women. You may have watched your brother, but he was probably quiet and in silence and had to acquiesce to the women in the house. You know what I mean? Not saying you specifically anybody, but
I'm not saying that it's right and wrong in no fashion. I'm just speaking on, in general, I feel like that, like they said in the past, like 20, 30 years, divorce rate has been the highest it's ever been in the world. And I don't feel like anything that we're saying that could be considered to be traditional is healthy in this day and age. And this is why it's not working in abundance. So try new things.
I think that what we call traditional now is things that we've seen. What was traditional back then is definitely not traditional now.
It's no such thing as gender playing.
It is.
Women are men and men are women.
No.
At the end of the day, it's like this. If you was living by yourself, like Brooklyn just said, she had a couple homeboys that would hit her up from time to time. Hey, you need to take your trash taken out. They was just being generous gentlemen. If you're living by yourself, you got to take the trash out and clean the tub and the toilet and sweep and mop and wash the dishes and wash the clothes and fold them and put them away and cook and all that shit. When you come together with somebody, some people are set up, hey, I'm going to do all the manly stuff and you do the womanly stuff. Some men are like, hey, I'll do all of it. Some women are like, I'll do all of it. Or they get together and come up with a compromise. Like my mother taught me how to cook, clean, iron. Only shit I don't know how to do is sew. So
know how to sew.
I can handle it, huh?
I know how to sew.
Yeah, I never full on locked in on that. But I don't know what the fuck that was. Somebody got dirt bikes near their house. But chair
malfunction. That's what that was.
Oh,
my chair turned into a transformer. I damn near stood up on his body.
That's why he's grabbing like that.
I got a warrior mode on this motherfucker.
Oh shit!
My bad,
you gotta fix the garbage disposal on your chair, nigga.
Yeah, sometimes you hopping up on the bed to kill the spider, but yeah, Brooklyn here by herself, and I ain't here. She gonna take the trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, ain't nobody just sitting around waiting around like
No,
the
I'm
damn
not
someone
saying
distressed
to
for you to
wait till the trash is flowing over and it's smelling. No, I don't have to take it out. If I'm home and he's gone and he's working,
Yep.
of course I'm gonna take it out. But when he's home, I don't have to ever worry about touching the trash.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
That's like before I go to
I,
bed, right? Say if one of the kids threw away some shit in the trash can that they shouldn't have thrown away. And I wake up in the morning, I go in the kitchen and kitchen stink. I'm not gonna come back in the room and be like, hey, you need to get up so you can take out the trash because the kid threw. No, I'm gonna do that because I was in there to smell it. And I
Or at least like Trill said,
not.
talk it out.
My
Yeah.
mama would have woke me up. Get your ass
I don't
out
know
and
how
take out
we.
that trash. What the fuck did you throw it?
I don't
And
know
then
how we.
clean
I
it
don't
out
know
too
how we
when you
got
get
here.
done. See, it's
I don't
two
know how
different.
we.
It's two different. It's a different economy.
Yeah.
See, you was going you was gonna tell the boy that you want to be a man to start taking out the trash, but then as a woman, as a mother, you're gonna take out the trash for him. It's a different economy. These are the kids that's raising as like it's not the same. It's
No,
not the
I
same.
feel.
I'm telling you.
I feel everything everybody's saying, but I don't know how we got here because I was talking about the trash shit. I was talking about at work
Yeah, but
when
you
you
sound
getting paid to do the shit.
Well, it's them though. You know how these conversations
I take
go.
my own
Yeah.
trash out at work.
There's a bunch of
I'm
psychos in the room.
I'm speaking
It's
in general of gender roles. If I'm gonna wash the dishes, I'm gonna take out the trash. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna wash the clothes if need to be done. I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna wash the car, or you come back and then do something. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the gender role part is what's messing us up because we're broken people. I'm telling you, that part right there is for people that grew up their whole life somewhere else.
Well, if we go back to the job thing and we talk about taking out the trash, I used to work in before we started working from home, I worked in the corporate office. So there was a trash person that came and picked up our trash. I ain't have to take the trash nowhere. There was a person that was hired to do that. So I think that you do the job that you're hired for. And if you're really good at doing your job, then that's how you should be paid.
Yeah, I worked for a cleaning service where our whole job was to throw the trash away in that whole fucking building and go floor by floor, cubicle to cubicle, dump all the little ones in our big one, vacuum for them. Every day they came back with their office reset, fresh, brand new. And it was women and men on the team. And when it was time to take the trash, we all went and took the trash because we got paid to do that shit.
Right.
It wasn't,
Now,
well, sometimes the fellas
paid
sometimes would
off
go
of
ahead
your
and just take it.
performance. That's all I'm saying. Get paid off of your performance. How do you perform?
Can I ask?
Are you
Now,
good?
can I
Are you
ask
good
right
at
while you
performing
talking
your
there?
job? Get paid for it.
Can
If
I
you
ask a
trash
question
that-
now? Can I ask a question now? When you say performance, are we factoring in attitude and like not just getting the job done, but attitude,
We can.
demeanor?
That's
Because
all.
that would explain why women get less money because women tend to be a little nastier on the job.
That's not true.
They definitely tend to be a little meaner, snide remarks, snarky.
No, because if it's
catty.
delivered from a man, I can say the same thing that a man can say, and somebody would say, I have an attitude.
I want women to listen to some of the things played back to you how they say it.
Nope.
You ever notice?
I work in IT, and most of the trainees, once they come to me, they were like, well, I can tell that he's been doing this job for a long time because the way that he responded to me was snarky. I didn't like his response to me. And me, because I kind of take the way that I train, I use a lot of my parenting in it too. So I'm very patient, I'm very kind, I'm very understanding. So when they talk to me and they're like, hold on, like you're letting me ask questions. Oh, you're letting me make mistakes. I think that it kind of depends on what field of work that you're talking about at that point.
Right.
You know what? Like, look, and I heard women say this. You know what I mean? Out their own mouth and shit. You ever know how you at the club and shit, and then it's two chicks guarding the door while they homegirl using the men's bathroom and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I heard women say, I'm like, yo, why you trying to use the men's bathroom, the women's bathroom over there? They're like, nah, the women's bathroom nasty. And I know the men's bathroom always got some kind of piss on the floor, you know what I mean, bald hair on the toilet seat, and like, yo, y'all shit nastier than this? So women are nasty as fuck.
Women are nasty.
They are.
I can admit that. Like, I hate going into the women's bathroom sometimes at certain places. But that's not what we. How did we get here, Demond?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Like shit. Hey, look,
That nigga
everybody
was
can
sipping
segue.
that
I can
Paul
segue
Masson.
too.
That's what it was. That's the Paul Masson right there. Because now the nigga outside, Paul Masson will make you take a night walk. I know that for a fact. Paul, hey, Trill, go get you a pint of Paul Masson and see if it makes you want to take a night walk.
Hey, I don't do the Paul Masson no more.
That shit'll make you get up in the middle of the evening and say, you know what, I'll take a walk. I'll see what's happening outside.
Yeah, I was drinking that when I had my legs. That's what got me here. I was drinking that no more. That caused an arm or a leg or two.
Now that I think about it though, with all this talking we did, I think I changed my love language.
To what?
My love language is reassurance on that list. If you can assure me that you mind,
affirmations. Right?
Affirmations. There we go. Words of affirmation.
He said reassurance is actually on the list.
Reassurance. If you can assure me with your loyalty that if I fall off, you still gonna be there. If I'm in you know, not to take your situation jokingly, Trill, but if I was to lose my legs one day, you still be there.
That's
all I need to know, and you can have the world from me. I tell women all the time, you gonna leave better than you came, fucking with me, even if you're mad at the end of the day, because you know I'm gonna teach you some life skills, but I might need you to use them life skills to fuck with me. So while I do believe in a traditional gender roles and traditional type relationship, baby, if it go left, I need to know that you're capable of the non-tradition. So maybe, man, look, this is a good conversation, y'all.
Yeah.
Nobody got mad and stormed off and said, I don't want to do this. I need to protect my peace. I'm glad about that.
I was ready to run, but my legs didn't move. I'm telling you.
I'm glad we here.
I've been trying to manifest whatever it is that'll make these legs move. So I tried to manifest new toes, manifest new knees, manifest new muscle in the thigh. I'm trying to watch
Kill Bill. Go watch Kill Bill.
Yeah, I'm saying it sounds like Uma Thurman
when she hopped in the pussy wagon. Go hop in. Go watch that.
I don't know.
I don't know, bro. It almost got to that point because when Trill said dirty, you know, when Shorty popped up, her eyes got serious. Nigga, I ain't dirty.
For real.
I ain't dirty,
Do not play. Do not play with me.
Yeah, you made me feel like you was from the hood. You responded how a project bitch would have responded. Oh, I ain't dirty.
I am not dirty.
See, hold on. That goes back to the conversation. We was talking about who was ghetto.
Hello.
You turned into the ghetto girl that
Chicago. All the Chicago came out.
Oh, you from the Wild Hunters? I forgot. Yeah, you from the Wild Hunters.
I am not dirty.
Yeah. She gonna let you know she's not dirty. A Chicago chick will let you know she's not dirty.
That was just a joke. I already know you probably a sniper or something. You ain't gonna be on my roof. You know I can't run.
I am an expert sharpshooter.
That's what I'm saying. You look like it too. Like you be.
I met this beautiful girl from Chicago this week and in Atlanta too.
It's only 5.
She had the prettiest smile I ever seen in my life. She tried to get me to rub on her feet because I told her I ain't getting no feet pictures for my birthday. She's like, you like these? You want to take a picture of these? I was like, stop playing, girl. I'll do it. I'll do it. Stop playing, girl.
That's your kryptonite, huh?
Stop playing, girl. Stop playing.
He said, stop playing.
But thank you. Okay. So I just wanted to go ahead and pull up what the love languages are. So apparently there were 5 basic love languages, but there's been 2 more added, okay? So there's
Butt stuff.
activity.
Butt stuff got added, right?
Nah, maybe. uh, so it says the 7 love languages are activity, appreciation, emotional, financial, intellectual, physical, and practical.
Has, I got a question. Has anybody read the books?
Yeah, there's a whole book on
basic,
love languages. I
the
No,
think
no,
basic
no.
five.
There's several books because I read the one for men. I read the one for men.
Mhm.
There's books for men, books for women, books for teenagers, books for friendships, books for relationships.
So I want to drop this in the group. There's like one original
Yes.
love language from the Bible, and it says, "Women, respect your husbands,
Mm.
men love
and
your wife.
men love your wives."
Yeah.
That is the only thing that I was like, that's it.
Yeah, because
Because if
we
you respect the
value
man,
respect,
he's
they
gonna love
value
you.
love.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they had like 4 different meanings to love in that old language. It was like 4 different loves.
So
No,
what the
It
mom?
works
No,
though.
when
It
they
still works.
started
So
explaining what love is, and I'm not a whole biblical
Me
person,
neither.
but what love is patient, love is
I was there
kind,
when they wrote it.
love is those. I think it's like 9 of them right there.
Mm-hmm.
we all was.
Well, slow to anger.
Yep. Slow to anger.
To
Yep.
forgive. Love is not spiteful. Things of that nature. Which is
Them
Love is an
song
endless
lyrics.
which
act of
explains
forgiveness. That's all
Them
love is. An
it,
endless act of forgiveness.
those is Lauryn Hill song lyrics. Y'all bugging.
No,
but it
that is the
also says
Bible. That's
Let me
John
be
something.
patient.
it says men
Let
don't
me
take
be kind. Make me unselfish without being blind. Though I hate may suffer. How
Why does
envious.
everybody? Hold on. What is
That
everybody
definitely is
drinking tonight?
What is
miseducation
everybody
of Lauryn
drinking?
Hill.
Everybody has the weed lemonade. That's crazy.
Right.
But what I don't want to go past the point of what Devon discovered is that libraries exist. Cause yeah, they got a lot of different books that a lot of people make for a lot of different demographics about the same subject. It's called a library, brother. I know you tall, you probably ain't never been in one, but yeah.
See the books on the
Touch
bottom
the
shelf.
ceiling.
See, I
You
don't go to
sound like you're
libraries.
in one right now.
I buy my books so I can keep them. I don't gotta return them. You feel me?
You can buy them from the library too. Yeah,
They
they
got
do that.
library for giants.
Hey Trill, you
You
know
gotta
what,
go to the
Trill?
library downtown.
You know what? Hey Trill, bro. You know what? I just found out that I can't trust you, brother. You know why? Because you will never be a stand-up guy. So I cannot trust you at all. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Trill is not a good friend.
hey, I'm
His
not worried.
chair,
I'm not worried
his
about
chair
you. It's gonna
rise
take
up.
too long
He's
for you to
staying
come
up.
down here and push me out my chair, tall ass nigga. You.
Tall ass nigga, Trill turned into a whole king of the hill character.
Hey, yo, I be
What am I
liking these
doing in bar? The
conversations
man will lose.
that we be having just based on I get to see how other people's mind work. How other people, their situation and the things that they went through and how it affects how we feel about each other, These
Yeah.
are things that we can really, like, people not really putting this out there because at the end of the day, we can laugh and talk and, you know what I'm saying? No matter how we discuss how we feel, not implanting how we feel on each other, man. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to be a part of this.
Hell yeah, Lo.
So, all right.
I'm
so
a
what
cripple,
what
not a
I'm gonna
crip.
do, I'm gonna tell y'all the 5 main love languages that were popular back in the day. And I want
Great.
for everybody to say, what do you believe or what do you know that your love language is? So the 5 main ones that were very popular when they first came out were words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts.
Receiving gifts, yeah. Those were the main ones.
Those were the main 5.
And that's why I said I was more of a physical touch, acts of service type nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like, I like physical touch. I think we all do. But I'm
I
not
most
just a
definitely
pervy type touch nigga. Like I said, there have been many of women who rubbed my back and didn't even have to give up the pussy that night.
Mm-hmm.
Now that next morning is a different question, but that night you was good.
You can go to sleep.
We could just hold each other, and I don't even snore as
facade,
loud as people think I do with sleep apnea.
that
It's
facade for her was an act of service. So she
Bless
might have liked, bless you.
Bless you.
So she might have liked touching you, but she did it because she knew that you were going to be in comfort. So whereas you might have thought that she was doing something to just physically be touching on you, she might have been doing something for you because it was an act of service. And
But that's a point I wanted to make earlier. We kind of sidetracked talking, gender roles and shit. But that's kind of how love languages should work, where they complement each other.
Yeah.
The things I like and the things you do, they complement each other like that. I like being touched. You know that I like being touched, so you rub on me, and that's your act of service.
You've been
I
in a
like
few
showing you a good
relationships.
time, and you like receiving gifts. That's an act of service. You know what I mean? Like, so the things complement each other.
They wove into each other like a well-knitted tapestry.
Yeah. So eloquently put, my brother.
Tapestry.
I watch How High a lot.
Gotta get my lighting together.
I've experienced a little bit of all of them through certain relationships. So, and some have been, I guess, dampened in me because of bad pairings with people, where I may have been the touch one in earlier relationships until someone says, "Oh, I don't want you touching on me all the time," and then I revert back to, "Well, I'm not gonna touch it all unless it's." So I've went from physical to more to the intellectual side, and more of the if you ask me to do it and I can do it, I'm gonna do it type person. Yeah, try to
and
anyway.
that's what I was saying earlier. I think that depending on who you are in a relationship with, it changes. It's never the same, because as you get older and you start learning things, it's going to change. So where are you at right now? Out of the five love languages, where do you feel like you're at right now? Without asking Brooklyn, where do you feel like you at right now, Benny?
You said without acting?
Yeah, without asking Brooklyn, what you think your love language is?
No. To be more exact, how do they rank? Because, like I said, everyone displays one of those traits.
What's that?
But it's just what prioritize. What do you feel is the top of your list on love languages?
Of what I require or what I provide?
What you require?
Both. No, man, I'm gonna say both.
Go ahead, Ben. Yeah, go ahead, Bina.
I guess intellectual. You said the 5 is. I know touch ain't at the top of my list no more. It's like
So it's 5 of them.
Yeah. So are we counting the 7?
No, that's
the main 5.
This is the newer list. We're going back to the main 5, the most popular one. If you put in Google, it's 5 of them that pop up.
All right, so affirmations, meaning, baby, you're doing a good job. I'm proud of you. I mean, if you say it once, I know you mean it. You ain't got to keep repeating it.
Okay, so that's not it. So
that ain't
time, physical touch, acts of service, and gift giving.
Acts of service, gift giving, and quality time. But the quality time is kind of sweet.
It's receiving gifts.
Receiving gifts, I'd rather you ask me before you just buy me anything, because I either can wait, or I might not really want it no more, or if I know I'm not going to use it at the moment, then that type thing. But so intellectual and quality time. I'm comfortable with just being in the same space. You doing your thing, I'm doing mine. Just your presence alone is enough. You know what I'm saying? And anything else is just icing on the cake. So Yeah. So my top would probably be the intellectual.
Facts. Yeah.
Intellectual is not in the top 5. That's in the 7th.
Oh, so what was the other? What's the fifth one?
It was acts of service, words of affirmation, gift receiving, quality time, and physical touch.
Well, I guess quality time is it then. Just you being around is cool for me. Cause if I need you to do something for me, I'm gonna ask you. If you think I'm good at something, once you said it once, it's cool if you repeat it, but it's not needed. Gifts again, I'd rather you ask me before you just buy me anything. Or if you're giving me what you know I need. If I need blunts and weed and shit, then if that's considered a gift, yeah, cool. But see if I really wanted it or if I really need it. You don't gotta surprise me.
I would say quality time looking at you and Brooklyn's dynamics. I can see that being definite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trill.
Oh yeah, I'm a touchy Philly type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But I think at the top of my list,
rub these legs, bitch.
Rub on these motherfucking knees. Wake the dead.
All them up.
No, man, but yeah, I do love affirmation. I do love giving and receiving information, and let it be known that I think appreciation is reciprocation. You know what I'm saying? So again, I guess that would be affirmation a lot. I really do like physical. I might just come up and just take your socks off and rub your feet. We can be laying there. I'll be rubbing on your back, rub on your hands, your ankles, little pieces like that. Whatever I feel like, my body tell me what to, you might be stressed or whatever.
My hand on your butt while I sleep type nigga. I get you.
Oh yeah, I'm all in your ass crack.
I'm not all on you, just a hand on your butt. I'll be like this with my hand.
I'm in the cuff. I like the cuff. I'm in the cuff area.
I sleep like this with baby.
That's
this nigga said I'm all in your ass crack.
Yeah, I'm all in that ass. I'm like right where you can feel the lip at the end of the butt crack. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in that area, in the cuff.
That's a dangerous place, brother. That girl pooping in her sleep. It's over your hand. You're gonna wipe your face while you sleep and get pink eye. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen.
That's an affirmation.
She gonna poop in her sleep, and then you gonna be like. Next thing you know, you're gonna wake up with a sty on your eye. You're gonna have a sty, right?
Is that how that be happening?
Come on, Kel.
I think affirmations and I think it's a mixture. It's a mixture for me.
What's your top?
My top.
But it's always a mixture. It's just what's your top?
My top is quality time.
Mm-hmm.
Quality time, then affirmations, then gifts. Because we give each other's gifts like all year round, so like holidays are not like a big thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely a quality time person because if we supposed to be watching like a series on Netflix and you watch an episode without me, I'm pissed.
Right, you cheating.
Yeah, like we supposed to be watching this together. Why didn't you stop me?
Mm-hmm.
I am definitely a quality, and I used to think again that I was like a touch person, and I felt like that because again we change over time, and I felt like I crave sex more than anything. But I think that the more that you grow into yourself and you get to know yourself, and you're actually in it with your partner for more than sex, that changes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there are some people like he's a physical touch person. If we sit in a car with each other, he's trying to hold my hand, and I'm not that person. Maybe. But I am also an acts of service. So when you say that it's a mixture, I know he like holding my hand, so I'm gonna hold my hand out here because I know that that's what he like. But that's a quality time thing for me as well, because it's like, oh well, he want to be here, he want to be spending time. He want to touch me. I'm just happy that you here on the drive because you can stay your ass at home.
Right.
So it's always going to be a mixture.
Yeah.
But as far as what my top top one is, yeah, if you spending time with me, that's my love language.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to change from partner to partner. If you have not found the person that you're going to be with forever, it's not always going to be the same. And then as you get older and you start to explore each other, and as you start to learn yourself more, and as you grow, it's going to change. So today you might feel like something, but a week from now we can have the same conversation. You be like, you know what? I like this more. Like, somebody told me some shit. What? Hold on, Fino, you told me something. What was the sexiest thing that you ever heard a woman say to a man?
Oh, P Mama, shout P Mama Parish. She said, Vina, a woman's never called you up and said, my pussy's hungry, come feed it. The sexiest shit I ever. And then there was another friend. She wanted to remain nameless. She said to me, "Suck this pussy, I'm about to come."
Huh?
That was pretty sexy too. That was pretty sexy.
That sounds sexy.
She said, "Suck this pussy, I'm about to come."
Both of those are affirmations. Those were love
those
languages.
definitely words of affirmation.
Those are affirmations, definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, somebody might say something that is so profound to you that you no longer care as much about that as you do about the words that might get said to you. Because those things, like, oh, you know what? My pussy is hungry for that dick. Hungry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a text message. She said, "Nigga, quote me properly." I said, "Nigga, suck this pussy, I'm about to come." Okay,
Capitalist.
he watches the show. I'm sorry.
Quote unquote.
But that might be something. I hate that person on the other end of your phone right now.
Woo! Great.
But you might hear something that is like profoundly like up to you, and now your love language to change to, you know what, I want to hear stuff like that. You're craving me all the time.
I think I'm gonna be stuck in physical touch. Like I was explaining to you earlier, like from experiences with the law enforcement and, you know, being in jail for a little bit, like the first thing they strip away from you is human contact. Like, we are social beings in my head. So I'm always gonna want to, like, that's why I see my niggas that. It's like, when I see Benny, oh, what up, bro? And it's a hug. Like, it's love. Like, I do physical touch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's part of just who I am as a being. I won't, if I don't touch you, that means I don't even fuck with you for real. Because I feel like you're dirty. I feel like you're dirty. I feel like you're nasty.
I don't know if you've noticed that I'm a side hugger. Like, I don't like to be all up on people, and it has nothing to do with, you know, who you are, how I feel about you. I just don't like people all up on me like that.
No, I get it. That's facts.
You know, that's just life lessons that I have been through. So I'm not big on the physical touch. Like, oh no, like I gotta come in, I gotta give you the big warm bear. If you give me a big warm bear hug and I feel that energy coming from you, like like, you know what, he gives really good hugs, like he needs to give me a hug. Or she needs to. That's one thing, but I don't just walk up on people and like, oh yeah, like I gotta. No, that's not me.
I like to start with the handshake. If I shake your hand and the energy and the spiritual connection is great, I'll pull you in. You know what I'm saying? But I like to touch at least anybody I'm in the presence of. Like, I'll grab your hand even if you're dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like that means a lot. Like, you know, if I meet
I'll you if you're dirty.
But I'll instantly go and hit myself. You know what I'm saying? With the hand sanitizer. I keep hand sanitizer because I touch wheels.
While I got you talking, Trill, tell us what you gonna do, man. We about to slide up out of there. Talk to me.
Oh, man, it's me, man. as y'all can see right here on this part right here, it says comedian_trill. That's where you can find me on Instagram. You can also find me here at Big Vino, you know what I'm saying, comedy.com. On YouTube. You feel me? You can also find me on my Facebook. I'm rarely on it, but you can still find me on there. Demetrius Dupree, you know what I'm saying? Comedian Demetrius Dupree, aka Comedian Trill. You can also find me at Royal Talk. I'm on there. I just now dropped something on there, man. So y'all check that out, man. And white folks, they were trying to ask me some tricky ass questions, but I didn't do like the rest of these California niggas. You know what I'm saying? I stuck to the code. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, man, Trill got merch, man. I got a lot of good things coming up, man. Y'all just stay tuned. You feel me? I appreciate everybody here. Shout out to Undefeated.
Thank you for sliding through, man. Appreciate you for rolling on by.
Yeah.
Brother, Benny, Blanco, Perry, tell them where they can find you, man.
So this man rolling on by. You was a funny nigga. Hey, Trill, you got any family in VA? Oh, he already jump out. Never mind.
Yeah, he probably did.
All right, because that's a well-known name where I was raised at. Chilling, man. I'm went to DC over the weekend to a party, to a go-go. So had fun. What I got coming up? I gotta do security Friday at the club. I think Thursday or Friday. Basically right now Brooklyn getting heavily booked, so I'm the driver and the security. That's most of my job for this month. Well, this month is over now.
Work coming up for you soon though.
May is 11 minutes away. Oh yeah, don't worry. I done got the shit done in my car, so I'm on the road. You know, the brakes is fixed. You know, I did a show this month, so you know, one is good. It ain't, but it is. But yeah, I got some more shit brewing. It's about to warm up, and I'm about to be on this highway and have some fun.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah.
My nigga. Thank you for popping on in, bro.
Hell yeah.
Kels, talk to him. Tell him where they
May,
can find you.
May 10th, I'll be in Chesapeake. Just check my Instagram at Kels the Great. I'll be in Chesapeake. I don't know, it's like Chico's or something. I don't know, it's like a pizza place. But I'll be on that show. Chicho's, yeah, Chicho's. So I'll be at Greenbrier, Chicho's. And then also May 17th, Phenomenal is Me, Mother's Day brunch, May 17th. Pull up, bring your mama. We're going to have a whole bunch of laughter, and it's going to be a great show. So check your girl out.
Hey, thank you for stopping by, man. Good shit. You out here getting that work in. Philly Phil, talk to him. That's a dope shirt, by the way.
I know, right?
You have that thing in so many colors. My God.
Ooh. Get you a High Hope shirt. Anyways, no, this Friday we're gonna do First Friday here in Nashville, the Black Marketplace here at the Farmers Market in Nashville. I'm not sure who the guest appearances are. I just know that I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be at one of the food trucks eating like I always do. So go out there, have you a good time, get you some good food, find you some good products, make you some good connections, network, please network. And then on Saturday is my brother's birthday. He's launching something. I can't really speak of it, but we're going to start working on that. But it's my brother's birthday. So happy birthday, brother. You know who you are. I love you. And we're going to have a good time on Saturday.
Thank you. Shout out Brohemski. We done smoked it up in the parking, in the driveway. So I fucks with him heavy. Whatever he cooking up, I know it's about to be dope.
I'll let you know on the after show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we be having an after show, y'all. Y'all don't be invited though. You know, cool kids only. But anyway, it's your favorite fat man, Big Vino. Big Vino Comedy on all platforms. www.comedictherapy.xyz if you want to get you some merchandise, you want to see podcasts, you want to know the next show dates. Man, look, I gotta update the actual website. Cause it was a hell of a weekend in Atlanta, man. Again, Atlanta, you owe me nothing. Y'all showed a lot of love. I was out there. We hit the streets. We had little kickbacks. We won't speak of the sticky floors, okay? But had a great time. All love. Coming up next, I'm actually shooting a TV show. I'm gonna be on television. And that's fucking crazy because I never thought I'd be on anything but Cops. Now, it's a WTKR. It's called Coast Comedy Live. I'm not sure how you can get it outside of the Hampton Roads area, but it's definitely available. So once I get all that info on where you can catch it, I'm gonna be coming right back to y'all. But shout out to me being on TV, first TV, and I gotta do it clean too. So it ain't gonna be like no Def Jam joint. It's gonna be some clean Johnny Carson shit. Okay. May 18th, we got the Peabody's Comedy Brunch, Boss Lady Takeover Edition. I done had to go deep cuts and bring up my old girl Stiletto. Stiletto, one of the funniest females on the East Coast. Then we got DJ Just Brooklyn on there, Benny's girl. And then we got Victoria Settit on there. She gonna host it up for us. I'm stepping back because they say let a woman do woman thing, and I'm gonna let the women have it that day. Then Memorial Day weekend, Bricktown Comedy Club, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We outside, y'all. We outside. I've never been to Oklahoma City. I'm gonna be real with you. I've never been there. I want to see what that's like. I heard the stars that night are big and bright. No, that's Texas. What do they say in Oklahoma? Philly, you know you be out there.
No, I don't. That's where Naomi with two M's is.
Naomi with two M's is out there. Naomi, pull up on me. I got tickets for you to the show.
Hey, Vino, now that you're up there by yourself, I can see you fully. You look skinny from the armpit up.
Yeah, my titties came back a little bit. Well, no, not really. They just
from the armpits up is crazy.
From the armpit up.
If I keep my arms tucked in tight, I look skinny.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. It's okay. These workouts are, when you're working out and trying to find your body, you get weird shaped. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking like most of these niggas out here, weird shaped now. So, back to what I was saying. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Bricktown Comedy Club, Memorial Day weekend, May 25th through the 27th. Then I just got word I'm gonna be back in DC this summer. DC, you're looking real scrumptious. I've never not had a good time in DC. And I always got new material when I'm in DC. So if y'all see me at the DC Improv, July 25th through 27th, pull up on your boy. Now, that's really all I got. Hold on. That's all I feel like talking about right now.
You call DC scrumptious.
Scrumdiddlyumptious. Scrumdiddlyumptious. It's Chocolate City.
Okay.
So if y'all see me in DC, pull up on me.
Yes, high per capita of chocolate people. That's my hometown.
Mm-hmm. Look, y'all, we thank y'all for tapping in with us in Psycho-Babble.
I got homework for the next Psycho-Babble.
What's that?
Does unconditional love really mean no conditions?
Ooh, that man just put a word out there. Tune in next week. For Psycho-Babble. This nigga trying to break the internet. Man, hold on. We're about to get you an official honorary PhD. Look, smoke weed when you wake up and get your day high hopes.